Hope you guys are happy with the opponent choice because boxing needs it. You know, we've got other competitors in the market, in the entertainment business, and boxing is a great sport that has great potential, but without great fights and great matchups, we'll never be able to reach its potential. So long may this reign continue. Thank you guys for always pushing boxing out to the masses. We really do appreciate the fans, and that's how we pay them back by putting on great events with the promotional team. And what I do, I dedicate myself in the gym time and time again to try and improve so I can give you guys a spectacular night on Saturday.
Anthony, yourself and Oleksandr have achieved a lot in boxing.
Okay.
If you're successful on Saturday, where would he rank in your wins in your career so far?
I'm not too sure. I leave that down to people's opinion, but for me it's just, honestly, I have to look at it as another fighter, right? I don't look at it as like anything special. This is just me versus him. I don't really look at anything else other than that.
There's a lot of people comparing it to the Klitschko fight, the most difficult since Klitschko.
That's what I was thinking.
How do you feel?
They said this every fight I've had.
Yeah. But I mean, how do you feel going into it compared to the Klitschko fight?
Better. I feel better.
Less nervous?
It's not so much nerves, I just feel a lot more experienced. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what I'm going to do. I know.
And that is?
Knockout. It's Kronk style. Watching a lot of like, when I watch certain things, I like Emmanuel Stewart's mindset, right? Obviously, you got to do your A's and B's and C's, but if you follow them, they'll lead you to KO. And that's what we're here to do: is put on a spectacular show, right? People want to see knockouts, you know, and that's what we've got to deliver for the fans.
Because you're looking quite trim.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean.
Need to get on the weight.
Let's see what happens at the scales tomorrow. But you're looking like you're going for the technical side as well, yeah.
So I watch boxing. Let's look back. Razor Ruddock, Lennox Lewis, Mike Weaver, Ray Mercer, they all weighed about 100 kilograms, 103 kilograms. I'm no different to these guys that you guys rave about how great they were. I'm no different to that. Like, my weight's actually closer to these guys. It's just the way of boxing. When you start following the greats, you start following what they're doing. And I've just kind of tried to replicate a lot of what these, and I said Emmanuel Stewart, how he used to train his champions, you know, Ray Arcel. There's so many guys, Jack Blackman, all these great trainers. I just love watching them and figuring out the best way to improve as a fighter. And once I do that, my body just takes form to whatever it is, whether it's calisthenics, whether it's heavy bag work, whether it is weightlifting. My body just takes form to whatever training I'm doing.
Anthony, when you stood with Oleksandr and you was looking at him there with your face off, what did you make of him? Do you feel like he's bulked up?
I remember I've never really met him, so I can only take him on first face value. So for me, that's the Oleksandr Usyk I'm getting. If I would have fought him before, then it would have been, I could give you an analysis, but I can't actually give you that. But he's a heavyweight. Fighters have come up from lightweight to cruiser to heavy. Some people have actually come up from lighter weights to heavyweight. Look at James Toney. He came up from, what's it, middle, super middle. He made his way up, very successful. At the end of the day, let me tell you this, right? In boxing, it ain't the power that's going to make you survive, it's your skills. If you've got skills, you'll survive at any weight. And that's why good fighters will be able to move up. So he'll do well, but he's up against a really good fighter. Like, you look at Holyfield when he turned over into the heavyweight division, he was 25 years old, you know, fought 6 heavyweights. Usyk's a bit older, so he wants to get involved in the heavyweight division a bit earlier. You know, he hasn't got the same amount of time. So it'd be good. Well done to him for taking on the challenge as well. It's a good challenge. People talk about my resume, but he's obviously a good fighter, a good warrior as well for taking on this challenge.
Would you say that Oleksandr Usyk is your toughest opponent to date? Give him that?
The thing is, I have to say that because at the time when I was fighting other fighters, like Dylan was even Kevin Johnson at the time was supposed to be my toughest challenge today. So it's all quite relevant, isn't it, to the time? But he's a live opponent. Hasn't taken a loss, has he? No, hasn't been knocked down. He's good. It'll be a good fight. He's a good fighter, yeah. But I've been with fighters that have never taken a loss, that have never been knocked down, and whatever happens will happen Saturday.
I think a lot of people are questioning what his mobility is going to be because of him putting on. We don't know exactly how much. Do you know how much muscle he's put on yet?
No, we don't know. We'll find out tomorrow, though.
But a lot of people are sort of wondering what the tactics are going into the fight, putting on that extra muscle against you.
Yeah. Will he go for the knockout? Who knows? It'll be a. It'll be a.
Are you going for the knockout?
Yeah, you have to. You have to. This is heavyweight boxing. This is. Look, is the sweet science. Hit, don't get hit. But let's keep it real, right? People are out to see knockouts, and I want to deliver for these people.